Hello everyone, my name is Akerele Oluwashogo. I'm your Microsoft Excel and Power BI trainer at Lead Data Analytics School. Today I'm going to teach you how to use DAX in Excel and in Power BI. But we are focusing on the Power BI. So what is DAX? DAX means data analysis expression. Data analysis expression is a native formula and query language used by Microsoft Power Pivot in Excel and also by Power BI. So DAX is a native formula and query language used by Microsoft Power Pivot and Microsoft Power BI. So today we are going to learn simple DAX. I'm just introducing you to a simple DAX that you need to learn as a data analyst. We are going to look at the sum, the calculate, the filter. We are going to look at the year-to-date DAX. We also look at the how to calculate the last year salary, last year profit, or last year revenue. So let's look at the DAX. How does DAX work in a Power BI? When you're using DAX, you are making reference to a column and a table. We don't reference cell like we would do in the Excel. In Excel, when you're doing calculations in Excel, you make use of your cell reference. But in Power BI, you reference a table and a column. So we have our data already loaded in the Power BI, which is called the HR data. Under each of the data, we have different columns like your age, the date, the join, the department, the gender, the male, the manager, the name, the picture, the rating, and the salary. These are the columns under the table called HR data. What I need to do is to go to the HR data. There are three dots in front of the HR data. The three dots is called more options. When I click on the more options, you click on new measured. When you click on the new measured, it will bring out the formula bar for your Power BI. So when you click on the new measured, you should have the formula bar for your Power BI. So it's already showing the formula bar for the Power BI. So you can see the formula bar. All you need to do is to rename the measured. We are going to call it total salary. So that way I'm going to call the measured. And I'll type my equal symbol and I'll type sum. There's a dash called sum in the Power BI, sum. So I open the DAX. So the argument for the DAX is column name. Like I explained previously that in the Power BI we reference a table and a column. The name of my table is called the HR data, and the name of the column I'm going to sum together is the salary column. So I pick HR data salary and I click on check. So when I check this, when you check now, you should have a DAX called total salary. That's the name of the measured. It's under my table, which is HR data. So let's test run the DAX whether it's working. So I will drag my measure into my report canvas as the total salary, and I click on the card visuals. You can see I'm having the total salary as 8 million. So let's look at another DAX called calculate. For example, they ask us that what is the salary for the male gender in the organization and the female gender. How much are we paying the female gender, and also how much are we paying the male gender? So I'll go to my HR data, click on the more option, which is the three button in front of the data, and I click on new measured. So click on the new measured. So to bring out the formula bar for the Power BI. So we are going to rename the formula bar as salary for male. So I'll type my equal symbol and I'll bring out a dash called calculate. I open the calculate. The first argument is the expression. I will introduce my sum. I open the sum DAX. So the column I'm going to calculate is the salary column, and the name of the table is the HR data. I click and I close the bracket for the sum. That means I've supplied the expression, and I'll press my comma. The next argument is the filter one. So I'm looking for salary for gender, but for male. So I'll type the name of the data, which is HR data. As I type the name of the table, it's bringing out the name of the table. You don't have to type it in full. Go and pick HR data gender. The table is called HR data, while the column is called gender. You type your equal symbol, you quote out, double quotation mark, you now type male, double quotation mark. So what I've done now is to calculate the salary by gender, but only for male, and I press enter. Or you use your check mark. So if you look at under your data now, under your table, you should have a male called salary for male. So let's drag it to the report canvas and see whether we are going to get our answer. So I'll drag it now, and I'm going to change this cluster column chart to a card. You can see I'm having 4 million for salary for male. Let's go and test what we have done. If I check salary, let's say I check salary and I put it in card. This is the total salary for everybody, and I put slicer for gender. I want to test what we have calculated, whether salary for male is 4 million. So I put gender. You can see when I click on male, this one should show me 4 million. That means that is correct. So let's do it again so that we can calculate the salary for female the same way that we have calculated for the male. So if you are not bringing out your male under the table, you can go to your view, your data view, go to your data view, and you see a button, a tab called table tools. Click on that table tools, you click on the new measured. So you click on the new measured, the same way that it's working under the table is going to bring out the formula bar for your Power BI. So we are going to rename the measured as salary for female. Salary for female. So you type your equal symbol, you type calculate. So expression, you introduce your sum, open the sum. The column name that you are calculating is the salary column. So the name of the table is HR data. You close it, you press comma. The next argument is the filter one. I'll type the name of my table out, HR data. I'm looking for the gender column. So I'll now type equal symbol, double quotation mark, female. So what I've done is that to calculate the salary for the female gender for me, and I press enter. So we are going to go back to our report view. So let's go and test run the DAX whether it's working. So our report view, I'm going to drag it into the canvas. So you should have a DAX called salary for female. So let's look at it and drag it into the report canvas. And I click my card visuals. You can see I'm having 4 million also, because if I check the female here to test what I've done, it's also showing us 4 million. So that means our DAX is correct. That's how to use DAX in the Power BI. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Akerele Oluwashogo.